Hello again everyone, Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the 6th house in astrology. Now in astrology, the 6th house governs work, health, service, small animals, daily routines, your daily routine I should say, employment, and hygiene. Now, the sign on the cusp of the house can give characteristics and attributes to this house. Now let's take somebody that has Aquarius on the 6th house cusp, for example. This may be a person that might be employed in some computer or electronics field, perhaps doing some work with an esoteric subject such as astrology. The person may be self-employed as far as maybe being an innovator or inventor. Somebody that has, let's say they have Scorpio on the cusp of the 6th house, this person may work in some kind of occult astrological field, perhaps with law enforcement, police work, any work that requires research, which could even be something like with chemicals. For example, this person might put a lot of emotional intensity as far as health and hygiene in their daily routine. Now, let's take, for example, planets that inhabit the house can be of significance. So let's say, for example, somebody has Jupiter in the 6th house, which what I have in my natal chart. Well, Jupiter in the 6th house can give like some expansiveness, enthusiasm, and exuberance in matters pertaining to their work life. This person may be, Jupiter enlarges things, and this could be somebody that has a very strong interest in their health, somebody that might even be like a workout fiend or fanatic, for example. I used to work out vigorously until, as many of you know, I suffered irrevocable damage to my arms as far as nerve damage goes, and since then that has prohibited me from doing so. Another example, let's say that somebody has a Saturn in the 6th house in their natal chart. This could be somebody that might have some kind of restriction or limitation in matters pertaining to their work life and employment. It could be somebody that might have perhaps some debilitation. It could also be somebody that expresses has a lot of structure and discipline in matters connected as far as their work life goes, and shows a lot of maturity and maturation in these matters. Also, what's important to look at and see what the ruler of the 6th house is located in as far as the house, because this could indicate an area or sector in life where that 6th house energy is injected or deposited into. Now let's say that somebody has the ruler of the 6th house in the 8th house. This could be a person that might work as some kind in insurance, maybe working with taxes such as a tax examiner, somebody in the occult astrological field, for example. Their work may be involved maybe somehow in the transformation of others, such as like a motivational guru, for example. Also, what's important to look at as far as the 6th house is concerned, it's also important to look at as far as transits and progressions go, because during this period of transits and progressions, this could indicate much greater activity in matters connected with the 6th house than otherwise indicated in one's natal chart. Now, let's say, for example, that somebody were to have Mercury in their 6th house by transit or progression. This could be a period where maybe this person might emphasize communication a little bit more in as far as their work sphere goes, and in their health. They might be a little bit more talkative and loquacious, so to speak, in matters that are connected with their work and health life. This might be a person that might take maybe some work, employment that might be associated with communications such as broadcasting, writing, data communications. For example, maybe some work with computers even. They might become more involved as far as communication goes, might be more emphasized in their work sphere during this period. Somebody, for example, if they have, say, Pluto transiting their 6th house, or they have Pluto in their 6th house in their progress chart. This could be a person that might experience some kind of transformation or metamorphosis in matters connected with their work, with their, maybe even in their health life to some degree. And it could be, it might be somebody, for example, as far as transformation of health, they may take up, maybe go on some kind of like rigorous workout routine during this time. And a lot of the, whether it's a positive or negative thing as far as their health goes, could very well be determined by, as far as the aspects with to their own planets in their natal chart. So those are some things to consider as far as the 6th house in one's natal chart goes. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the 6th house in astrology. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having Aries on the cusp of the 6th house in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.